Day 391. So today was a work from home day. Definitely had some random calls and stuff that I had to do, but that doesn't stop me from cooking and eating the stuff I had prepared. I did end up eating a little more dessert than I'd planned on. I finally made a decent batch of macarons. And so they kind of disappeared a lot quicker than I had planned. I mean, they're low calorie for all the dessert options I could choose. They're, on the lower end, especially with a lower calorie filling, but it's still a dessert and there's still sugar in it. So, what are you going to do? Either way, there's no macarons left. And I will probably end up making more, but they will end up sitting in the freezer, hopefully. Other than that, today was my hiking day. Did the loop with Zane, and when I mean the loop, I mean 2 loops because that's kind of become my standard. I've also ended up mowing the lawn because my backyard was getting way overgrown, and my front yard is fine, so I just did the back part, but added in a little extra activity. Cool thing to know about my hiking, so I, when I originally started doing the 2 loops, it would take me almost 2 hours. Granted, I was doing a lot of stops and, drinking a lot of water, and especially when I started, actually, tracking the time, it was also during the time where I started fasting, so I was taking even more breaks and things like that. So, an hour and 40 minutes to 2 hours was kind of the standard. That's now gone down. That loop where I go to the right first and then go to the left is now down to about an hour and 25 minutes. So I've cut 10 to 15 minutes of time off of that hike. Some of it's definitely the stopping. I don't really do that anymore. But other than that, right, I'm walking a little faster, I'm moving a little faster, and it doesn't necessarily show up, it just kind of like my weight, right? You don't really see it until you actually look at the numbers and compare the past to the present, right? And actually see the difference. So what once would have been, it used to take me about an hour and 12 to 15 minutes to do the full loop, right? And again, with stops, and now an hour 20, hour 25 is 2 loops, right? So definitely not only able to do more, like the 10 or 12 mile hikes, but able to do it a little faster. And hopefully that'll, I have seen people run this trail. I don't ever see myself running it because I don't really want to do that impact on my knees, and I like hiking. But like I said, I'll probably start wearing my heavier backpack. Technically it'll still be more comfortable because it's a longer wear backpack. You're supposed to wear it for longer periods of time, or you can. But yeah, so I'll figure out ways to make it more difficult, but that is definitely one of the trails that I like to go to, and so I'm not going to stop going to do it, but I have to make it more difficult because 4 miles is not enough.